Hey guys, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving here, and I just wanted to throw out a quick reminder that I will be going on vacation soon. I am taking the family to London for the first week of July. So we'll be getting out of here June 30th, and I won't be back until about July 10th or 11th or so. So I'll try to make some content and stuff for you guys and schedule drops so that way it'll be there for while I'm on vacation. But if you don't hear much or see much from me for the first week of July, happy 4th of July first off, everybody. I hope you have a good Independence Day, shoot off a lot of fireworks, eat a lot of hamburgers and hot dogs and steak or brisket or whatever it is you might be eating. Enjoy that time with family for sure, and I'll see you when I get back, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up some stuff from the Taylor of Old Bond Street or Truefit Hill, places like that. And also, if you guys have any recommendations on places to stop or things to do, please feel free to let me know. Hit me up in the comment. All right, again, I'll be on vacation June 30th through July 11th. I hope you guys have a good one. As always, the wet shaving community is the best community, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving, with your favorite talking head, Wes. And we're back again with another straight shave Saturday. So today I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of a repeat from what phenomenal Fragrance Friday was with Chillin West Coast by HC&C. And I'm going to use the set as well. I'm not going to talk about the set that much since I just went into a deep dive review on the fragrance. So, but this is what I'm going to be using today. It is Chillin West Coast by HC&C. It is a great summertime fragrance. If you're down, with like Acqua di Gio and stuff like that, like fresh scents, maybe a little bit of Proraso green, kind of. It doesn't smell like Proraso green, but to me, it's just one of those kind of fresh, maybe Italian type scents. So I'll give you a quick little rundown here on the scent notes. West Coast Chillin West Coast opens with a vibrant splash of citron, lemon, and orange, accented by cool mint and juicy black currant, and a spicy coriander, a bold, zesty introduction that feels like sunshine on your skin. The heart brings a unique blend of apricot, basil, and carrot seeds, and a delicate May rose, delivering a fresh, slightly herbal twist with soft floral elegance. As it settles down, the base reveals a smooth and mellow richness of fig, dates, and ambrette, adding warmth, depth, and that just right amount of sweetness. So there you go. Those are the scent notes for Chillin West Coast. It is a collaboration between Kensurfs and Pete Hendricks with HC&C. So they collab together, and what better way to do it than to make a fragrance that is inspired by Pacific Chill, Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. So I think that pretty much sums up Kensurf's brand, in a bottle, essentially. Boom. This is Kensurf's in a bottle. Nice. I mean, I could see it having some California vibes to it, with the apricot in there. I gotta say, off the tub, the scent is very nice. It's not too strong, it's not too weak. On my Tennessee Whiskey proof scale, where 0 is the worst, 100 proof being the best, I give it a 50 proof off of the tub. And the soap smells, of course, differently than the EDP. This opens up more apricot heavy, and it smells very nice. I can see my shave with this today going very nicely. So with that being said, I've already got here in my awesome Captain's Choice bowl that my son got me for Father's Day. It looks like the water's kind of out of it a little bit already. Hold on. Add a little bit more water, but I've already got a generous amount loaded in here, so I can really get that fragrance, you know, when it starts to bloom and explode when I'm lathering. And today for the matchy, I am going to be using my Marshall made custom brush that I had him make for me. I love this brush. I keep coming back to it often. Thank you, Alex. You are awesome handle maker, a brush maker as well. His knots are very nice. I don't recall what knots he uses. It's along the lines of like a G5C. It might be a G5A. I'll have to ask him and let you know. Through my burgeoning editing skills, I'll put it up here or something, you know, once I find out, and I'll do it in editing. As well, I know I'm going to put a message in the front of this video as well, but I do want to throw out the reminder that I will be leaving to go on vacation soon, and yeah, so I'm trying to make content so I can have it ready and scheduled for, you know, drops or whatever while I'm on vacation. But if I do miss some here and there, please excuse me, as I will be away with the family enjoying London, baby. So yeah, so I've got the bowl out of the way. I've got what the software I'm using and what brush I'm using. And now to the meat and potatoes of this review. This is going to be my, well, I guess it'd be my second, straight shave Saturday where I review a razor. But this one is one that I've really been looking forward to. It came in this nice box. And as far as I know, this is the only one from this maker in existence to this date. She, notice I said she, wink, wink, you'll find out more, has not made one of these razors or another one of these razors yet. This is the only one. So without further ado, let's see if I can present this without it falling out here. Let me, there we go, boom. Look at that bad boy. I present to you the Sun and Moon razors Kamisori. This is the only one that she has made. So that is, you know, is very cool and very awesome. Here is the other side. Is also, it is a traditional. Let me put this box down right quick. Hold on. So let me get the angle here. Yep, there it is. So this is another traditional cut Kamisori. You can kind of tell there. It is, yeah. It's not too bad on the asymmetrical cut, but it's definitely there. So this is a true, Japanese style Kamisori, and so there is her logo. And I've been messaging with Sofia. Sofia is her name. She lives in Kiev. I think that's how you say it. I know they've said lately. When I was in the Air Force and we went to the Ukraine, it was always Kiev. That's what we're at. But now they're saying it's called Kyiv. I don't know, whatever you want to say, or however you say it. It's Kyiv. So we always called it Kiev. But it could be Kyiv. But she's from the Ukraine. She lives in the Ukraine. Her name is Sofia. And so I asked her some questions, so, you know, I can get to know her, and you guys can get a little bit of information from her. I don't know. I mean, she's relatively new to the razor scene. So she just started putting out her razors like last year. So at least from what I remember, it was last year. She may have had them out earlier, but the first time I remember seeing them is last year. So I asked her, you know, like, what made her want to, you know, do something like making straight razors. She makes straight razors. Like I said, this is the only Kamisori that she has made, but she makes some phenomenal looking straight razors. They look fantastic. And she said in general, when she was a kid, there was a TV show that she would watch. And in this particular TV show, the character made their own jewelry and daggers from you know, with their own hands, from various precious stones. And so they would make them, and that really drew her towards wanting to make things, you know, with her hands and learn how to make things. And she also said that it jumped up a little notch too, because as a kid, she took up Oriental dancing. And so as a part of Oriental dancing, the costumes and whatnot that she would wear, it lended to that, where she would, you know, want to make her own costumes and stuff. And so that's kind of like what drove her to learn how to do this. Now, I asked her how she learned to work with metal and to make razors, and she said that she actually watched YouTube. She learned how to make razors from YouTube. And so I asked her, the name of her razors are Sun Moon razors. So I asked her, you know, why the name Sun Moon? You know, is there a meaning behind it? And she said the sign means the union of the sun and the moon, which is like a balance. So the sun provides, you know, heat and light, and you know, and the moon also gives a little bit of light, not much, but coolness, you know, like, so in the day you got the sunlight and the heat, and the night you got, you know, the twilight and the dark and the cool. And she said, when, you know, mixing them together, it creates a balance. So that's what she was going for. So the sun moon is like a symbolic balance of life. I asked her if she found learning, you know, she thought, you know, learning how to work with metal was particularly hard. And she said at first, yes, but once she started to get the hang of it, you know, of course, it got easier and easier, and everything worked out in the end. So there you have it, guys. Sofia from the Ukraine making sun moon razors, awesome razors. Oh yeah, also you asked her what type of steel she uses, if there was like a particular kind, if she uses stainless or carbon, and she said that she uses high quality carbon steel. So without further ado, let me get my face wet again here, and I'll start mixing up this lather. I had my face wet earlier, as prep is the key. I think a lot of people find that they may not get a great straight razor shave, and I think a lot of it really has to do with the prep. I also forgot to wet my brush. So there we go. Good thing it's a synthetic, so it doesn't take much. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, if a lot of people, I think they get a bad rap, or they get a bad thing on, you know, or bad impression on straight razor shaving, and really it's because of the prep. You know, honestly, we've gotten spoiled by DE razors. You know, I mean, they make it so easy and so simple. Oh man, that smells so good. It really does. You know, the way the apricot and the fig and the carrot, oddly enough, like I can smell like the carrot in it. Don't get me wrong, to me the apricot is the star in this, but I do get a little hint of the citron in there as well, but the apricot really shines through. So if you like apricot, or you know, or you think you like the scent of apricot, this will definitely be up your alley. Oh yeah. And I have no idea what ambret smells like, but everything jives together very well. You get that big hit of apricot up front to me, and then everything kind of blends in with it, and you start picking out the other notes and whatnot. And yeah, so good. But yeah, back to the straight shaving thing, right? So a good straight shave, I think, really comes down to a lot of prep. Don't get me wrong, the edge on your straight razor is probably one of the most important aspects of a straight razor shave. Because believe me, they can say they're shave ready, but they're not. And then the next thing, of course, the next important thing is what you put on your face, your lather, how good your lather is. And those are building blocks. So if you don't have a good fundamental base, which is your prep, then what you're building those blocks on kind of falls to pieces. So all that to say, if you want a good straight razor shave or a better, more enhanced experience, do a little bit of the legwork, do the prep, and it will pay dividends. Also, don't be as afraid to try different things while you're shaving, different blade angles, different holding techniques. It all lends itself. The trick to it is there's nothing to it but to do it, right? You got to do it. You can't, if you don't, shaving, straight razor shaving is a perishable skill, like shooting a gun. If you don't train and don't practice and don't keep up with it, you will lose that skill. And yeah, so I mean, it just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of diligence. But it's really not that bad. I know a lot of times I'll keep saying stuff bad. It seems like I say bad things about straight razor shaving. And I'm really not trying to, but I'm just really trying to prepare you if you've never done a straight shave. I'm just trying to temper your expectations, because that's what happened to me. I got into DE shaving and then, so of course that progressed down the rabbit hole, and then I wanted to try straight razor shaving. And then, so the first straight razor I got, it wasn't that great, honestly. I mean, it was kind of a letdown. I don't know if maybe it's because I had it so hyped up in my head, as to how great this was going to be, and then it wasn't. So it was a huge letdown, but I kept at it, and I kept working, and I started learning how to hone and all that. And now it's great. It's awesome. So just all that to say, you got to stick with it. If you're going to take the time to invest in it, then you got to go all in. All right. I've rambled on enough. What do you guys think about the goatee? Is it coming in all right? The wifey likes it. She wanted it back. So happy wife, happy life, right? Of course, HC&C gives an excellent lather. It is a vegan base, but it provides excellent cushion, slickness. Man, it's really nice. It smells good. I like it. I really like this one. All right. Got my outline. All right. Let's rock this bad boy. Stretch the skin. Let's begin. Also, too, if there is, for some reason, if I can't shave with this, I'll swap over to my shavette. So that way I can still kind of continue on with, oh, yeah, I'm not worried about it now. This feels excellent. Awesome, awesome edge on that. So far, so good. Yes, very nice, very nice. Let me wet my face a little bit more. I can feel the soap drying up. I like a wet face during my straight shave. I like to line up my goatee on the inside. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Really liking this. Sofia puts a very nice edge on her blades. Very comfortable, very, very comfortable. I also have to say the balance on this thing is phenomenal. It is super comfortable to hold. Even left-handed. Usually I feel some sort of awkwardness with my left hand, but with this, it feels natural. Very, very nice, very nice. All right, let me rinse off and I'll be back. All right, back for round two. Let me add some more water to this. It was drying up on me and while I was shaving. There we go. Much, much better. It's a thirsty soap. Oh yeah, there we go. What do you guys think? Is that better? It looks better. All right. Very, very comfortable. I like to try to get the left side done first.
Can I come in?
You can. I'm on a video.
Oh, well, Otis thing's off. I mean...
Okay, I'll get in a minute. All right, let me get the third pass going and we'll be done. Wife's home. I was trying to beat her, but didn't make it. Not like beat her, hit her. I, finish my video before she gets home. Had to throw out that disclaimer there. No spousal abuse. All right, here we go. I'm getting better and more comfortable with my left hand. But I also think this helps. This feels right in the hand. All right, let me clean up and I'll get back to you with the best part of the shave. All right, so we're back to it. Everything's all cleaned up and we are ready for the splash. Very, very nice. Pizza splashes are like skin food, so there's some oils. Ooh, scratchy. Oils and whatnot in it. But it goes on feeling very nice. You can feel it on your skin. It's, you know, like the skin food. Feels like it's just starting to absorb in. Now with the splash, I get more of the woody notes in it. You know, in the fig. I don't know, maybe there's like, maybe it's got some benzoin resin in it. Maybe I picked that up. Let me see here. It doesn't say on here. It just gives a bare, gives it just a little bit of ingredient list. But yeah, the apricot doesn't hit nearly as hard with the splash. Everything kind of blends through a little bit better. Not like the EDP, you know, where it comes through strong up front with the citron and everything. But it's very nice. The splash is very good. So as far as like for my review, for my proof rating, Chillin West Coast gets a 60 proof, 6 out of 10, 60 proof, 0 being the worst, 100 proof being the best. It's a solid 60 proof, shave wise. You know what? I'm going to change it just like I did with my Phenomenal Fragrance Friday. I'm going to give it a 70 proof because it smells very good. It is, it's a lovely fragrance. I love it. And the splash is very nice, and it pairs along with everything very, very good. So you can definitely do yourself a service by going by HC&C and picking this stuff up. In all transparency, Pete did send me this stuff for review to support my channel. So I did not pay for this, but I would totally buy this. It is a great summertime fragrance, and the wife approves. If you saw on my Phenomenal Fragrance Friday, she gave it a rating as well. Again, I'll link to that. So if you guys want to watch the deeper dive on Chillin West Coast, the collaboration with Kensurfs, you can watch that. But as far as like sun moon razors go, these are awesome. She is an awesome razor maker. Very, very pleased with this. It's a great razor. Sofia, you did a great job. I can't wait to shave with it again. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye, and don't forget, I'm going on vacation here in a few days. I'll be gone through July 11th, so I'll try and get stuff out, but if not, please forgive me. As always, the wet shaving community is the best community. Be happy, be positive. Happy shave, gents. See you next time.